Jessica pressed record just as Clara's sob broke through the bathroom door.
This is perfect. Real, raw emotion. My viewers will eat this up.
Clara clutched the sonogram photo, her shoulders shaking with each wave of grief she couldn't quiet.
Hey guys, I caught my sister in a really vulnerable moment. It's going up tonight. Hit subscribe.
She uploaded the clip titled, "My Messy Sister's Breakdown," before Clara had even washed her face. By morning, the video had clawed its way onto thousands of screens. Clara woke to a text from an unknown number. "Saw you on Jessica's channel. Are you okay?"
Jessica. She filmed me when she promised to just be there.
She opened the app. The video had crossed 100,000 views while she slept.
My worst moment. And the comments are all laughing.
By noon, the view count hit 1 million, then barreled toward 2.
You guys asked for more real moments. So here's what happened after the video went viral. My DMs are insane.
Clara watched Jessica's follow-up, her grip tightening on the phone, until her knuckles whitened.
My sister has always been so dramatic, but I thought you should see what our family really deals with.
They're calling me pathetic, unstable, a cautionary tale, and that's just the top comments.
The video leaked beyond the platform, shared on gossip forums, and clipped into reaction videos. Another text buzzed in. "Clara, what on earth is going on? Everyone from college is asking."
She's building a brand on my breakdown, and the world is handing her a microphone.
Jessica's subscriber count leaped by tens of thousands while Clara stared at the screen, frozen.
And everyone thinks she's being brave. Everyone thinks I am the mess.
In their living room, Linda and Robert Vance watched Jessica's viral video, exchanging proud nods at her bold storytelling.
Clara, sweetheart. Everyone adores Jessica's honesty. She's finally making a difference with real family stories. Mom, she filmed me sobbing in the bathroom. I had just lost the baby. That was private. Oh, honey. You are always so sensitive. Jessica just wanted to share our truth. You should be proud of her.
When Robert called, his tone was even more brusque than Linda's.
Enough sulking, Clara. Your sister's building a real career. Don't drag her down with your complaints.
Even my father treats my grief like a problem to be managed.
Jessica's name flashed on the screen. Clara's hand trembled before she answered.
Clara, the views. I am getting brand deal offers already. You were perfect, so authentic. People love pain.
They all see my trauma as content. Maybe it's time I use my own strengths where they can't reach.
Clara rose from the sofa and walked to her bedroom, her steps heavy. From her closet, she pulled a small box, a onesie, a tiny hat, the sonogram.
We were supposed to be a family of 3. Now, the world gets to laugh at my empty arms.
She picked up an old framed photo, her and Jessica as teenagers, arms around each other.
She used to be the one who made me feel safe. That girl is gone.
Clara set the photo down, returned the box to the closet, and walked to her desk. She opened her silver laptop. The home screen displayed a corporate email, Vance Holdings logo bold at the top.
At least here, in this world, my signature still means something.
She began typing a response, her fingers firm, her shoulders straightening.
Let them have their viral video. I have work that actually matters.
The next morning, Clara stepped out of her car in front of Vance Holdings' glass tower, the sun glinting off its windows.
Good morning, Miss Vance. The board is assembled, and the final Q3 projections are in your briefing packet.
Thank you, Thomas. Make sure the risk assessment addendum is on the table before I begin.
She crossed the marble lobby, her charcoal blazer sharp, her bun immaculate, heels echoing with unassailable authority. In the boardroom, every executive rose the moment she entered and didn't sit until she took her place at the head.
We're closing the Riverton acquisition today. I expect full alignment, no departmental hedging, no late objections.
Thomas handed her the final profit and loss summary. She scanned it in seconds, closed the file, and gave a single nod.
Here, I am not the messy sister. I am the one whose silence can stop a $500 million deal.
After adjournment, she walked to her corner office and paused at the polished nameplate. Clara Vance, CEO.
They think they've seen all of me. They've only seen the grief. They have no idea what I've built behind their backs.
Jessica's channel continued to feast on the viral aftermath. Each new family truth video, pulling in more followers and lucrative marketing offers.
Lux Glow wants me as their face for the summer campaign. 6 figures, Clara. 6.
Lux Glow. That's a subsidiary of Alara Beauty, which Vance Holdings acquired last quarter. Clara, did you see Jessica's news? Our little girl is going to be famous. She landed Lux Glow. I heard. Good for her.
Maybe now you'll stop feeling sorry for yourself, Clara. Your sister's success helps the whole family.
They celebrate her fame built on my miscarriage, but they can't see the cage she's building for herself.
Jessica signed the sponsorship contract that evening, her feed full of celebratory posts and glittering emojis. In her office, Clara pulled up the Alara Beauty acquisition file and saw the Lux Glow brand listed under her indirect oversight.
For now, I'll let her dance in the spotlight, but the light also makes shadows, and contracts have clauses no influencer bothers to read.
The following Monday, Thomas stepped into Clara's office with the consolidated influencer campaign list for Lux Glow and its sister brands.
The marketing department finalized the campaigners. Every name is here, along with their engagement metrics and vetting status.
Clara accepted the tablet, her thumb swiping through dozens of names, dancers, comedians, beauty gurus.
None of these people know their future hangs on a clause they never read, just like Jessica.
Kickoff calls are being scheduled for next week. Should I flag any particular risk factors in the briefing?
Keep the standard conduct review. I want to know if any creator has a history of exploiting private moments for public gain.
Thomas made a note, his expression professionally blank, but his eyes lingered a fraction longer on Clara than usual.
He suspects something. But until I see her name on that list, it's all just speculation.
Alone, Clara opened the branded Lux Glow file again, the logo catching the light like a quiet warning.
Soon, I'll have to decide what kind of CEO and sister I want to be.
2 days later, Thomas returned with the finalized campaign list, his expression unreadable.
All candidates passed the standard review except one, flagged for potential content concerns. Her name is Jessica Vance.
Clara's thumb froze on the screen as a thumbnail of the crying sister video appeared next to Jessica's name.
So it's come. The moment where all my grief and all my power share a single screen. Flagged for content concerns. What exactly does the conduct review show?
She posted a video of a family member in extreme distress, which went viral. It could be considered exploitation of private grief.
Clara closed her eyes for a long 3 seconds, the silence in the room tightening like a coiled spring.
Schedule the kickoff call for Thursday. I'll join personally as CEO, no further explanation.
Thomas hesitated for a fraction of a second, then tapped the note into his tablet and nodded.
I won't need to shout. The silence of the boardroom will be louder than any of her videos.
That evening, alone in her apartment, Clara stood before the window and weighed the call she could not avoid.
I could text her right now, warm her, give her a chance to confess. But would that undo the harm? Number. The shock is the lesson. If she sees me only as the messy sister, then she hasn't seen me at all.
She opened the drawer where the sonogram still lay and rested her hand on its glossy surface.
I am doing this for you, and for anyone who's been turned into content when they were just trying to survive.
Clara moved to the mirror and practiced the look she would wear. Calm, unreadable, the woman who held the pen.
No anger, no tears. Just the truth, wrapped in a contract she signed without reading.
She traced the C and V of her signature in the air, a silent rehearsal of the authority she would bring. Next, she opened the brand's conduct policy, the section on exploitation of private grief, and read it aloud to herself.
I owe this to the woman in the bathroom. And tomorrow, I'll collect.
Clara took a break from preparation to attend a pregnancy loss support group she'd been avoiding for months. In a quiet community center, women sat in a circle, sharing stories of loss that echoed her own.
I am not alone. Every woman here carries a version of my grief.
When it was her turn, Clara spoke briefly, her voice steady but soft. I lost a baby and felt like the world wanted to erase that. The other women nodded. Some reached out to touch her knee. No one told her to get over it.
They understand. My pain is not content here. It's simply truth.
Leaving the group, Clara felt something shift. The heavy knot in her chest loosened just a little.
This isn't about revenge. It's about stopping Jessica from ever doing this to someone else.
That night, Clara placed the sonogram beneath her pillow and held the old framed photo of herself and Jessica as teenagers, a small smile on her lips.
Tomorrow, I don't need to destroy her. I need to teach her.
Thursday morning broke crisp and clear. Clara stood before her mirror and assembled the woman who runs empires. The charcoal blazer, the silk shell, the red lip, each layer a quiet armor against what she was about to do.
When she sees me, she won't recognize the sister she filmed.
Across town, Jessica adjusted her ring light and tested her smile in the camera, giddy with anticipation.
Hi, I am Jessica Vance, and I am so excited to partner with LuxGlow. This is going to be huge for my channel. A real CEO might be on the call. I'll just charm them. No one says no to me.
At Vance Holdings, Clara stepped into the boardroom where the executive team was already assembled, the large screen glowing with the call interface. Clara took her seat at the head, her nameplate catching the light, and clicked Join Meeting with a calm, deliberate click on the screen. Participants popped up one by one. The LuxGlow team, marketing, and then a tile-reading Jessica Vance waiting in the lobby.
Let the lesson begin.
Clara admitted Jessica into the meeting. The grid filled, every tile, a face of authority, and then there was Jessica's, bright and smiling. Jessica's tile flickered, and her gaze swept across the screen, then stopped dead on the tile labeled Clara Vance, CEO. Her practiced smile didn't just fade, it shattered, replaced by white-knuckled horror.
Clara? Number. That's not. She can't be. Vance Holdings. She's the CEO?
On Clara's tile, she sat motionless, her expression calm and unreadable, her silence more commanding than any introduction.
Now you see me, Jessica. Not the messy sister, the boss you never bothered to know. Good morning, everyone. Thank you for joining. Let's start with a brief overview of the LuxGlow campaign goals.
Jessica's hands fell out of frame. Her ring light illuminated a face now drained of color, every rehearsed line gone. The marketing lead launched into the slides, but every executive felt the ice radiating from the stranger who looked ready to shatter.
She's not going to out me in front of everyone. Is she?
Clara led the call with effortless authority, asking about target demographics and rollout timelines as though nothing were amiss. The marketing leads chimed in, each answer a drumbeat that left no room for Jessica to interrupt. Jessica's mute button stayed on. Her microphone might as well have been broken.
Before we move on, I want to address a specific piece of content.
The room went quiet. Pen stopped mid-note.
Jessica, your channel features a video titled My Messy Sister's Breakdown. I'd like you to explain the context behind that recording.
Jessica's mouth opened, but no sound came out. Her ring light suddenly felt like an interrogation lamp.
She knows. She's going to make me say it in front of everyone.
Clara waited, her expression unchanged, as though she had all the time in the world and no intention of rescuing her.
Take your time, Jessica. We're all very interested in your creative process.
Jessica finally stammered something about raw, unfiltered content, and audiences love authenticity.
Our brand has a code of conduct. Let me read you the section on exploitation of private grief.
She opened a document on her side of the screen, the boardroom completely still.
We do not partner with creators who weaponize another person's trauma for commercial gain.
The camera caught Jessica's nostrils flaring, her eyes glassy.
Your video of your sister sobbing in a bathroom, posted without consent, falls squarely under that clause.
The LuxGlow brand manager shifted uncomfortably in the boardroom, avoiding eye contact with the screen.
So here is your choice. Delete the video and donate the full sponsorship fee to a pregnancy loss charity, or we terminate this deal immediately.
Jessica's hands rose to her mouth, a muffled gasp escaping through her fingers.
She gave me an exit, but it costs everything I built. Clara, please. We're sisters. You can't humiliate me like this in front of my sponsors.
You humiliated yourself when you pressed record on my grief. I am only asking you to be accountable.
I was just making content. I didn't know it would hurt you this much.
You didn't know I'd feel humiliated. You titled it, My Messy Sister's Breakdown. You knew exactly what you were doing.
The words landed like a slap. Jessica's tears spilled over, smearing her carefully applied makeup.
She's not going to save me. I never saved her.
Make your choice, Jessica. But don't pretend you didn't know the cost.
The boardroom remained silent, every executive frozen, witnesses to a reckoning they didn't fully understand.
How did I become the villain? I just wanted to be somebody.
She clutched the edge of her desk, her sobs the only sound in her apartment, the ring light illuminating a face that had run out of lies.
Before you decide, you should know what it was you actually captured on your phone. I had just gotten home from the hospital, Jessica. I lost the baby 3 hours before you broke my trust.
The boardroom fell into a silence so complete that the hum of the projector seemed deafening. Jessica's face went milk white as her mind replayed the video through this new, horrific lens. Her hand flew to her mouth, her body curling forward as if struck.
She wasn't just crying. She was mourning our child.
I didn't want anyone to know, Jessica. But you uploaded my lowest moment and called it content.
Tears cut tracks through her foundation, and for a full 10 seconds, she couldn't form a syllable.
How do I ever apologize for this? How do I come back from this?
Now you know. Now choose what kind of person you want to be.
Through sobs, Jessica inhaled a ragged breath and lowered her hands from her tear-streaked face, her ring light catching every trace of ruin. For several seconds, she just shook her head, the shame pressing down on her chest like a physical weight.
Okay, I'll take it down. I'll donate the money.
The executives in the boardroom exchanged glances, but no one spoke.
This is the right choice. Our team will follow up.
Clara's cursor moved to end the call with a deliberate click. The screen went black, and the silence in the room thickened. For a long moment, Clara stared at the empty screen, feeling a strange mix of grief and relief. She sat back in her chair, the weight of the confrontation settling over her, like a heavy, but not unwelcome, shawl.
The lesson didn't need a public stage. It only needed to be final, and it was.
Clara rose from the chair and walked to the window, the city sprawling in mute witness.
I did what had to be done. Why does it feel like I broke something that was already shattered?
She turned from the glass and opened her desk drawer, retrieving the old framed photograph.
We were so close back then. 2 sisters who believed nothing could come between us. I hope one day you understand, Jessica. I really do.
She placed the photo back and closed the drawer with a soft final click.
This wasn't revenge. This was the price of being seen as a person instead of a prop.
She straightened her charcoal blazer, squared her shoulders, and sat down at her desk.
The company won't run itself. Back to the world that actually knows my name.
She opened her laptop, the glow of a new email replacing the shadow of the call. In her apartment, Jessica sat before her laptop, the cursor hovering over the video she had posted for clout.
I never want to see this clip again. Every frame is a confession.
She clicked delete. The confirmation popped up and she clicked again, harder than necessary. The view count, the comments, the algorithm-boosted virality, all gone in a single server command. Minutes later, the sponsorship payment arrived in her account. Without pause, she transferred the exact amount to the pregnancy loss charity.
This money was never meant for me. It belonged to someone who could have been a mother.
She opened her channel's community tab and typed 3 sentences she'd never imagined writing. I am removing content that doesn't align with my values. My creativity shouldn't come at the cost of another person's dignity. Thanks for your understanding. She posted it, then watched the donation confirmation email arrive, her career's price of doing right.
I did the right thing, but it feels like I've lost more than I've learned. Maybe that's the point.
The next morning, Clara's phone lit up with a call from her mother.
Clara, what is going on? Jessica deleted her most popular video and posted some strange apology. Did you say something to her?
Clara's thumb hovered over the speakerphone button. She took a breath before answering.
She made a choice, Mom. I didn't force her, but she was so proud of that video. And now it's gone. Robert is furious. He thinks you talked her into it.
In the background, Robert's voice grumbled something about family loyalty.
Put her on speaker. Clara, you've always been jealous of your sister's success. This is sabotage.
This isn't about jealousy, Dad. It's about Jessica deciding who she wants to be. I'm not discussing it further.
Linda's sigh crackled through the line, wounded and confused.
They can't know the truth, because the lesson was for her, not for them.
Weeks passed. Clara opened her laptop and navigated to the Pregnancy Loss Charity's public donation page. There, among the names of gala donors and monthly givers, was a single anonymous contribution, the exact amount of Jessica's sponsorship fee.
She did it. No audience, no applause. Just the right thing in the dark.
Clara closed the laptop and reached into her desk drawer, pulling out the worn photograph of two sisters with their heads together.
She used to be the person I called first. Maybe, one day, she will be again.
She traced the glass over their younger faces, her breath fogging the frame just slightly.
Healing doesn't announce itself with trumpets. It arrives in quiet moments like this.
She set the photo on her desk, right next to the sonogram that had spent weeks hidden in darkness.
Both deserve the light now.
The apartment settled into its quiet evening rhythm, and Clara let the stillness hold her. The next morning, sunlight glinted off the glass facade of Vance Holdings as Clara stepped out of her car. She crossed the marble lobby, her charcoal blazer sharp, heels clicking with the rhythm of a woman who needed no introduction. A low-angle shot caught the precise stride of her heels, each step a declaration of the power she bore quietly. She passed the polished nameplate without a glance. Clara Vance, CEO, and pushed open the door to her corner office. Inside, the city sprawled beyond her window like a living thing. Clara approached the glass and stood silhouetted against its breathing skyline.
I held all the power, and I used it to teach, not to destroy. That will have to be enough.
She allowed herself a small, private smile, then let it fade into the unreadable composure the world knew. The camera pulled back, framing her from behind, a woman who had been broken into content and rebuilt herself into force. The noise of the city muffled to a hush, and the image of her poised against the light began to dim. The screen slowly faded to black.